What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another 150k squad builder. Now today we got a meta 150k team. This is probably the best 150k team that money can buy. In fact, I'll even challenge you right now to link below a better team than this for 150k. We're going to go through all the players, explaining why they're meta, and of course we're going to go with two 5-star weak foots up front and one 5-star 5-star because that's what the meta is. We're going to first start with Mr. Ben Yedder, and also I just want to also say I do stream on twitch.tv/NealGuides. Link is down below in the description if you want to come and join the stream. So we've got Mr. Ben Yedder, probably one of the most meta strikers in the game. Yes, he does cost a considerable amount, a cool 70,000, well, actually it's 50,000 coins now, but he's a very cheap card, worth every single penny, one of the best strikers. In fact, even in 400k teams, he still has his presence there because of what he offers. You know, he's got a 5-star weak foot, can shoot either foot, 4-star skill moves, natural is very good finishing, good agility and balance, and the sprint speed. You put a hunter on this guy, he's one of the best strikers in the game. Even if you have a million coins, you've got a million coin team, you should in some way fit Ben Yedder into your team. Yes, it is a seismic, so you could say seismic chunk of money, I would say, in his team, but it's very much worth it. Then we're going to go over to someone else who's worth a lot of money, and that is Dembele, another player in the team. One of the best players in the game, the cheap Neymar as I like to call him. I have him in my team currently. I've got Neymar and Mbappe in my team, and he still makes his way off chemistry on the opposite wing. Why? Again, the exact same thing. He has that agility and balance, he has that sprint speed, and he has the amazing dribbling stats alongside the shooting. You put a finisher or dead eye on him, he's one of the best players in the game, but of course he has the 5-star 5-star. Now what you're going to say to me is, oh, you shouldn't be spending 100k on your front too. Well, let me explain this to you, something very important. Defending this year is a joke. AI deflections are a joke. You need the best possible attackers to get through. You can get away with any garbage defense, but you can't get away with two weak strikers. So remember that. That's the best tip I'll ever give you. So people keep saying, oh, let's build out from the back. Don't even listen to them, in my opinion. You better build it from the front, and obviously these players are already depreciating value as well. Then we're going to go over to one of the best wingers in the game, Mr. Gelson Martins. Now, I have him in the team right now. There isn't any wingers for his price that are really worth. You do have the likes of Morales, but Morales is not really the best. Hasn't got the best agility and balance. If you want meta players, that is good pace players, he's obviously got the 5-star skill move, so you can do the Elastico as well down the wing. And of course, for winger, he's got what you need. You've got good stamina, decent short passing, very good sprint speed and pace. And of course, he's got that amazing dribbling. So on the wing, he's perfect to get the ball down the wing to get him inside the box. He's going to be a right forward, so he'll get chemistry as well, get almost full chemistry. I'll explain how that works in a second. Then we're going to go over to the best CDM, and this is why I say it's their best 150k team, because I figured out a way to fit all these players in. Sissoko, in all honesty, one of the best CDMs in the game I have in my team. I can't afford Kante yet, and that's why I've got Sissoko. He's doing the job tremendously. The reason why he excels more than anyone is exactly the same as last year. 6'2", highest stature. We know obviously interceptions are bad this year, but obviously the taller you are, the longer your legs, the better chance you'll intercept the ball. That's why 88 Vieira is priced so highly. And of course, he does have an amazing sprint speed, that he's there for the counter-attacks, good physicality and good defending. Everything that you basically have for CDM. And he can play box to box. He's one of the best that you can buy for his money. Now, another card we've gone with is Cyprian. Now, Cyprian normally costs 400 coins. But for some, God knows what reason, he's gone up to like 1 or 2k temporarily. But don't worry, by the time you watch this video, or by the time it's Thursday, this team would have gone down by like 20-30k, so probably even cheaper than 150k. But we've gone with Cyprian, of course, one of the best overall centre mids for the price of under a k. I went for 1.3k with a catalyst, and that really sums it all up. I'd recommend a shadow on him though, but of course you can do everything. You can pass, dribble. He hasn't really got the best weak foot, so that's why you can leave him on stay back while attacking and have Sissoko box to box if you would like to. Then we're going to go over to the best winger in the game for under 1k, and that is Promes. Now, I wanted to make a team, and I said to myself, if there's 3 players that has to be in the team, it has to be Promes, it has to be Ben Yedder, and it has to be Dembele. If those 3 are not on the team, it's not the best 150k team. And the hard thing was, how do you fit them all in together? Now, Promes is one of the best super subs in the game. If you've got a million coin team right now, and your super sub is not Dembele, or let's say for example you've got 500k team, if you haven't got this guy as a super sub, I don't know what you're doing. Go buy him right now, 1k, cheap as hell. I don't even need to explain it. High, medium, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Look at those stats. Imagine this guy coming on a sub, terrorizing your opponent. at 70 minutes. He's naturally got the finishing, so you don't need no chem boost. He's got naturally got the passing, so he can pass the ball. He can even play a cam role, and of course he has that dribbling, and he's got the stamina. Everything you need for a winger. I used Promes, Ben Yedder, and Dembele in the first week, and they very much carried me to Division 1. So I could completely vouch for them. And Gelson Martins, I even used them in my team. I still use them in my team right now. The same with Dembele and Sissoko. So you can see how good these players are. In fact, still use them. Now going over to the right back now. If you watch me, you know I have the most unorthodox approach to making teams, but obviously the most logical approach. We're going to get Dumfries in the team, not the regular Dumfries. We're going to go with the informed Dumfries, but the key thing is, you know where we're going to play him? Have a guess where we're going to play him? That is right, if you did say it correctly. If you do watch me on a regular basis, we are going to play him in striker. I mean, centre-back. Sorry, centre-back. Oh, God, I'm getting too ahead of myself, like I'm crossing the ball in. Centre-back is where we're going to play him. Of course, he's got the amazing sprint speed, agility and balance, one of the most underlooked things for a centre-back. That is why I use Mukiele in centre-back. Agility and balance is amazingly important. He's got the strength, he's got the defending, he's got everything you need for a perfect centre-back. And of course, he's 6'2", high as well if you really care about work rates. But he's got everything you need for a centre-back. This is one of the best centre-backs in the game for the money. The fact that he's been priced is almost a little bit of a joke as well. But definitely Dumfries fits into that team. And of course, he gives a strong link to Promes as well, so he gets that chemistry boost as well. Now we're going to go over to another centre-back that I've used, but it's actually a right-back. Now, it's not Semedo. Have a guess who it is. Quick guess, 5 seconds. Give you a little hint. Mr. Wan-Bissaka. Now, Wan-Bissaka is one of the best centre-backs in the game, period. A lot of people who believe who are, I don't know who started this thing. I'm presuming some YouTubers back in the day talked about chemistry or something like it's do or die. Now, for some reason, everyone in the community thinks you need 100 chemistry or 10 chemistry on your players. He's a formidable centre-back. Now, people are going to say to me, oh, but Neil, his jumping is appalling. Now, I'll be honest. I had him in centre-back. I didn't have people even scoring headers against me. And from corners, if you move the goalkeeper, your goalkeeper will save most corners. If it does go in, it doesn't matter if you have Van Dijk, you can't save that anyway. I don't think the jumping is a big issue. If you are really against it, you can get someone like Ake over here. Ake, you can put him over there. But I'll definitely say Mr. Wan-Bissaka. And then we've got the one and only Reguilon. I still have him in my team. Again, another underrated left back. I'll be honest, he's so good. Compared to Telles, Telles is decent, but I think Reguilon, I just like him because he has the agility and balance. He kind of has a bit of everything, and he's left-footed. I mean, he hasn't really put a step wrong for me, so I have him still in my team. I really like him. Decent stamina, good stand tackling, really good sprint speed. Another top tier player in my team, and of course, we're going to move him over to the wing. Now, if we go over to the goalkeeper now, we're going with the goalkeeper that I still have in my team, and that is Mr. De Gea. De Gea is a very good player as well. I personally think all goalkeepers this year are somewhat trash, in my opinion. There isn't the Ter Stegen of last year, if you know what I mean. There isn't that overpowered goalkeeper, but De Gea hasn't really done too much wrong for me. He does let in a few shots, but doesn't every single goalkeeper let those stupid shots in? So you can't blame the game for that. But he's done a very good thing. The only weakness for him is he hasn't really got the best kicking. I still put a glove on him, but I'll definitely recommend that. And by the way, for the right back, I'll say Shadow on Dumfries, Shadow on Wan-Bissaka, and I'll say Anchor on Reguilon. And going over to the left back, we need someone that links together, of course, Mr. Dembele, and of course the left back, which is Reguilon. We need Gaia, because Gaia is the Spanish link to Reguilon, because obviously Reguilon's playing in the Premier League now, with obviously Tottenham. And we have Dembele giving the link, of course, from La Liga. Now, that is the best 150k team that money can buy. That I can very much guarantee you there isn't any better. Now, quickly want to show you something. This is the team, what it looks like on full chemistry, okay? So as you can see, Dumfries over there. Now, I know you'll look at the price, be like, oh, look, the price, Neil, is 160, 100. Okay, look, when this comes out on Thursday, it'll be 150k, okay? Players like Cyprian, they're just overpriced right now. I don't even know why on earth he's 3k. I don't know what SPCs come out or whatever. But this guy is normally like 1k. Just remember that, right? So this will be 150k by the end of by Thursday. Now, how would I play this in game? In fact, you know what? Let me tell you a little cheat first of all. First of all, if you're doing this my way, and let's say you trust my opinion, you want to get Matuidi over here, and you leave it like that, and that's what you want to do. Because that way you have one, I know the chemistry is 93, but it doesn't make a difference. Trust me, it really doesn't. Because you put this guy, he gets 94. At 94 chemistry, there is no loss to any chemistry boost. Remember that. There is no loss. Whoever tells you there is, they're lying to you. I've been playing off chemistry for years. It doesn't make a difference. 8 chemistry is better than Cyprian, and he can play more defensive, and then Cesaro can go box to box. But that's a little secret, because if you watch this video fully and you haven't skipped to the end, that's a little secret that I'll tell you. But yeah, that's how you want to do it. So how does it look in game? Well, let's have a look. Okay, so if you're going to use it this way, of course you do retain a chemistry. If you're going to use it in game with a 4-1-2-1-2 second variation, Ben Yedder, Dembele go up front. Promes goes, of course, into that role. Matuidi, if you have him, goes where the Cyprian is, and I would say use like that. If you haven't got Matuidi, you can do it like that. But you want to do something like that. Promes obviously goes in cam. You can of course put Promes, of course, in striker if you want to, because he's got better shooting than Dembele. But I think because he's got the 5-star, and Promes has got better passing, it might be worth putting him in the cam role. Now the back line, what we do is like that. Very, very simple. I prefer Rego on the left, personally speaking, because I just have him on the left. I'm Guy on the right. But then, of course, you've got Dumfries and Wan-Bissaka at centre-back. As I said, if you're completely against using Wan-Bissaka there, what you can do is you can use someone like Ake there, and of course, you'll get full chemistry. If you're going to go over to the 4-4-2 or the 4-2-2, either one of those variations, if we go to one of these, we're going to have Ben Yedder and Dembele up front, 2 5-star weak foots, of course, and a 5-star. And then we're going to have Dembele on the wing, Dembele Promes on the wing with Gelson Martin, Sissoko, and Cyprian, of course, it's the CDMs, or centre mids, you're playing a 4-2-2. If you're going to leave one of them unbalanced, I would say probably leave either Cyprian unbalanced, just because, of course, he's got more of everything, he can shoot. If you've got Matuidi here, then of course leave Sissoko unbalanced. And if you are going to be playing the 4-2-3-1, this is why I think this has the take for the best coins worth. In my opinion, this is the way I would do it. Cyprian, Sissoko, Gelson Martins on the left, Promes on the right, Ben Yedder, Dembele. These 3 cards are like the 3 best players in the game for low budget. There's no doubt about that. That's the way I would do it. What you can do is, if you're someone who doesn't use 5-star skill moves, you can put Ben Yedder in striker, and that does take the team to another level. But again, put the Matuidi over there, and you honestly got one of the best teams in the game. But that is, as I said, the team. Let's say you're on a strict budget and you're like, you know what, Neil, look, I'm actually so broke, I got no money. I need to go a real budget. What you can do is you can go with something like this. So let's say you're completely on a budget, you can go for like this. You can get us about 150. And if you are even more on a budget, you can go someone like Bailly, even though I wouldn't recommend it. You can go someone like Bailly, do that, and it goes down to 129 and goes even lower. And of course, Cyprian will be much cheaper as well. And that way you do get 100 chemistry. So if, for example, you skipped to this part of the video and you saw this team, I got a better team than this earlier on. But that is if you're on a real budget and you really can't afford the team. But of course, this is the team that you should be going with. Anyway, guys, this is a challenge, by the way. Let me know in the comments down below. In fact, I challenge you to go on Footbin right now and make a 150k team squad builder. If you're watching this video in January, you can't do it because that doesn't count, because obviously in January this team will be worth about 30k in January. But if you are watching this around this time, around November, December time, put in the comments down below a better 150k team. That is a NealGuides challenge. I'll pick a winner and maybe I'll give you something, a little gift, something like that. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you get a better team than me, that is if you get a better team than me. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.